Hey everybody, what do we got here today? We got a Seagate drive. This is the cover for it. Let's see, what do we got? Seagate 2 terabyte drive. This is a little sticker which actually seals it. You can see there is, wide open. This aluminum cover sticker actually seals it. How cheap can you get? This came out of this enclosure. All right. And by the sound of it, it just stopped working according to the customer, just out of the blue. Not out of the blue, the computer froze, and then after that it never came back. I connected it briefly to one of my computers and it gave me a little buzzing sound, which is a little buzzing sound that generally is from the heads stuck on the platter. So I'm gonna pop it open and see if that's the case. If that's the case, we'll unstick it. Hopefully we'll have a successful recovery here. Let's see what happens. So let me show you where that head is. The head is kind of right at the edge. It doesn't seem to be parked all the way, but it's not really on top of the platter. It's like it's right at the edge of the platter. So we're gonna try to spin that back and see if we can get this up and running again. Okay, so I was able to unstick that head. I'm gonna show you real quick. You'll see that it's now way over here. I mean, I flipped it around. It was stuck right at the edge of that. So we'll see if that gets it going. Everybody, so here we are with the Seagate right under there. It's a little cooler that I throw on there to keep it cool. So I had to readjust those heads twice. The first time they didn't go back all the way. Try to read it, and it kind of gave me the same situation. So I had to forward them into the platter and then retract them, and then they went all the way back. But when I did put it here on our rapid spar, it gave me errors up and down. That's the rapid spar. I had to restart it a couple of times. We had to do some firmware repairs. It has some features where it goes in, so long as it could communicate with the drive and do some repairs. So it did that. And then after that, everything came out all right. The reading here on the heads actually shows, I thought some of the heads maybe got messed up. When you unstick those heads, they could fly off or they could be damaged from parking there, what have you. But at least it showed they're fine. And after this is like the third or fourth time it loaded up, and it just went through fairly smooth. I started with the important files, grabbed those, and then proceeded with the rest of the drive. The drive had like 3 gigabytes of data on it. So you would say, wow, that's very little. But it was all, data files, so no video and things like that. So I would say, well, 3-4 gigs is not a lot, but it could be, I think it was like 2,000 files. I'll show you the report without providing too much detail. Yes, I could show you that here. So that's the report on the drive there. So 2,000 files, 2.9 gigs. And they were all good. So you got the integral and then corrupt and unprocessed. So all processed and all. There was 2 that were corrupt. And then we ran what's called dig bads, which it goes in and tries to read it forward, backwards, sideways, rereads, until eventually, in this case, the 2 corrupt ones were able to pick up and get integral status. So it worked out. We're gonna have another happy data recovery customer right there, little Seagate. And I would say most of the Seagates, or most of the stuck heads, I think have been Seagates. The last one I just realized was a Western Digital, but I don't know what's going on with these Seagates. I'm not bad mouthing them, I'm just saying this is a coincidence. I believe all of them except one that have had these stuck heads have been Seagates. So That's what's going on right here, right now at PC 911.